Eons ago, long before the age of Steve and Alex, monolithic creatures roamed the landscape. The great woolly worms of Pathogea were but one of those far-forgotten relics. They believe some ancient people knew how to communicate with these creatures. The great caverns where Skulk grows and the Warden waits. Some used to say the great woolly worms carved out enough room for the tribes to build entire cities beneath the deep slate. Sometime after the cities were built, the Warden took over and drove away everyone, including the woolly worms, who were too meek to fight for themselves. Now, villagers and pillagers and creatures of most every sort are relegated to live on the surface and only tread into the deep with the utmost caution.
Has it taken scientists a long time to gather all this information there, Professor?
Yes, but now that we have live specimens, we should be able to study them more thoroughly. The near future should hold a lot of answers for us. We may even learn to communicate with them.
Imagine if they were able to take us directly to the ancient cities. Oh no, what's going on, dude? Oh no, it's an earthquake! Everybody take cover! I'm gonna hide under the stairs! Professor, I'm guessing you're okay over there under your little awning. You should be protected. If anything decides to fall on your head, it should be good. Stay there, Professor. Stay there. Don't move. We just have to stay here till the rumbling stops. Whoa. That was crazy. I've never seen an earthquake in Minecraft before. That was nuts. Almost as though it was visually intended during the editing process, huh, Professor? I'm not sure I know what you... It's okay, Professor. Don't worry. You don't have to know what I'm talking about. Everybody who's watching knows what I'm talking about. And that's what matters. Let's go see the damage. Woo! Is there damage? Do you think there's going to be damage? There's going to be damage out there, isn't there? There's no damage to the house. That's good. Don't want to have to rebuild that thing. It's dark out there, Professor. This side of the tent looks like it's in one piece. There's some blocks missing from the top of there. Although I think they've been missing for a while. Although we won't say anything. Maybe it was the earthquake that did it. It's possible. You never know. Oh. I guess the sun is coming up. Well, look at that. A bright new day. Let's go see the damage, Professor. We got a bell. A dingly bell. Okay. So everything looks okay. For the most part. Everything, even the skulls are still spinning in there. Nothing falls apart here. Oh, dude. There's a whole tower missing. I wonder where it went. What is going on? What is this all about? Nothing else has been touched. Why in the world would a tower be missing? This is crazy. Look at this. It left. One of the woolly worms, they left. Why would they leave like that? That's crazy. Woolly worm, can you answer me? Why did your buddy leave? Great woolly worm. I don't know if you can hear me. That is weird. I wonder where it went. Why in the world would somebody build a tower that tall just to tear it down? That would be crazy. Who would do that? Bet it took like 40 shears to tear down all that wool. That's weird. I guess until I learn how to communicate with these great woolly worms, I have no idea what's going on. Looks like somebody started a sorting system down here, though. Like for all the colors, yeah. Yep. Getting some colors down here. Greetings and salutations. Welcome back to Planet Chaos. So yeah, last time I introduced everybody to the great woolly worms of Pathogia, and this time one of them's missing. I don't know where he went to. I'm sure we'll find out sooner or later. It's not like he could have gone far. Look how big these things are. They're huge. Great woolly worms. Wonder what his name is. Do you have a name for this great woolly worm? Should we give him names? I guess we only have one to name at the moment. I don't know where the other one went. I guess we could name that one too, if you'd like. That'd be cool. But I think this episode we're gonna go through and maybe do some sorting here for the great woolly worms. Make sure some of this wool gets sorted correctly. And I think we're gonna start trying to fix our witch farms back at spawn. I've already been dabbling in witch farm designs, and right now I'm going with a water sweeping system, which I think will be okay. I just need to clear out a bunch of more deep slate, because now that the bedrock has been moved from 0 down to -64, there's a lot more space for mobs to spawn, and I would like to get rid of it entirely. So that should be a huge task all in itself. To be honest, I'm not really looking forward to that. I've never had to try to get rid of large amounts of deep slate, so I may end up having to go through and convert my whole shulker box full of pickaxes into netherite pickaxes, which may require a bunch of stuff. I don't know. But that will be a task for another video. But we are going to focus on the witch farms. So let's go fly back over to spawn and see what we can put together over there. Okay. Alright, well now we're out here at the Double Witch Farm. If you haven't seen this part of Planet Chaos, this is probably the biggest project I've done, right up there next to the Iron Titan. The Iron Titan probably won't put any more work into, whereas this one, we still got a lot of mining to do in order to get rid of a lot of the deep slate that's below me right now. At one point, this was all bedrock below me. No more is it bedrock, so that means we got a lot more to do. And I'm actually thinking about using some TNT flying machines to actually go through and get rid of it, just like I got rid of the top half. So I don't know exactly how I'm going to deal with that yet. So we'll have to take it one step at a time. But for now, we're gonna go through and we're gonna fix the witch farm that's behind me up there. That one with the light on it? Yeah, we're gonna fix that one. The one over here, I've already fixed. It's got the new design. It's got a water flushing system up there. So when the witches spawn in, they trigger the water and it pushes them off the ledge, and then they fall and go splat and die, and all their drops get sorted out here behind me. So in preparation, I went ahead and went through and put up a beacon there behind me. Hopefully that'll help us with some of the teardown process and that kind of thing. I forget if the Instamine actually works on glass. It should, I'm assuming. That'd be nice if it did. We'll find out here momentarily, that's for sure. So, but for starters, let's actually fly up to this other one and we can take a look at it. The drop chutes used to be really wide because the old designs used a shifting floor design, but this one does not. This one actually uses tripwires and hooks and some string. It's actually relatively easy. It's just got a redstone signal that carries out the back of these tripwires, and then it ends up triggering a bunch of trapdoors at the end of the platform that releases water and pushes it out here towards the edge. And then all the witches fall to their doom. So that's exactly what we're gonna do. Like I said, the other design had shifting floors, so we got a bunch of redstone that we need to tear out. This definitely minimizes the amount of redstone. The only thing we have to be careful of is any light getting in from the top because of the slabs, so just deal with that one block at a time. So here we are up here next to the old design. So I'm gonna have to tear out all the trapdoors up at the top there, all the redstone on the side here. So I guess we'll go ahead and get that started. Once we get everything tore out, I'll go through and explain the platforms. I did go ahead and check between recordings to make sure that the platforms and the witch huts are still there inside of Minecraft and like I haven't lost them like during an update or anything like that, which they shouldn't have chunk reloaded because obviously it's still all blown to pieces here in this huge pit. But I did go through and I did a structure locate for swamp huts, and I did find the coordinates for both of the huts, and I did verify that the coordinates are the same as the ones that I have saved in my phone. So we are good to go. So I'll get everything tore out and then I will let you know some information about the platforms. Cool. Okay, well, now that I've got all that stuff cleared out of there, there's a couple things I want to go over while we're going through and rebuilding this witch farm over here. I want to be sure that people are aware of the bounding box dimensions for the swamp hut itself. And what that means is that it's just the area in which the witches will spawn if they have enough room to actually spawn. As an example, you can actually go onto the minecraft.wiki page for swamp huts, and you can scroll down a little bit and it'll actually give you the dimensions of the swamp hut itself. So the overall size of a swamp hut is 7 by 7 by 9. They've even got some helpful images here that you can go through and check out that'll help you kind of calibrate where you should be building your layers at and what all area you have to work with inside the farm. There's another one here for a top-down view that'll show you. And you can see here that it's 7 across and 9 wide. Because my giant pit area here for my double witch farm is all blown to bits and you can't actually see the witch huts anymore, I came over to a testing world in order to give you guys a better idea of what I mean by a bounding box. As you can see here, we got a witch hut, and this one actually sits on a fairly flat level area, which is nice. That means we don't have to worry about anything weird, or especially with terrain generation. If you go through and watch witch farm videos, you will notice that there are several ways you can go through and figure out where you want to put your each platform, or which Y level you want to put your platforms. One of the biggest tricks that I've seen is people will come to this front post here on the witch hut, put a dirt block, and then they'll go ahead and put their first corner block. From that point, you can pretty much go through and figure out where the rest of your platforms are going to go. Because we know the bounding box is 7 by 7 by 9, we can start here where we put our blue wool block and count back towards the back of the witch hut till we get to 9. So we'll have 9 wide, and then the back side we can come through, continue our blue line, and just count 7 over. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7. And that's pretty much the dimension of the middle platform. In order to get your bottom platform, you go below the bounding box 1 level. You can add another level there, and then you come up 2 blocks from your middle platform and you can add another level here. The other thing that I wanted to mention, if you're running the Java edition and you want to use a locate structure command, like we come in here, locate structure, and you want to look for a swamp hut, the coordinate it's going to give you is going to be the northwest corner every time. That may also be another clue as to figure out where the bounding box is in case you end up blowing up the witch hut or decimating the whole area. That way you can come back through and figure out where to put your platforms. Like this hut, for example, it gives us a 1792 by 1616 coordinate. So if we hit our F3 key, we can come in here. Let's see, that's 1800. 1616, and so it must be this corner here, 1792. We're facing the north that way, facing the west, so this is the northwest corner. And it'll always give you the same orientation every time you run the locate structure command. So I'm assuming it runs the exact same for all structures. Whenever you go to searching for them, it'll always give you the northwest corner. But the swamp huts, I know for sure that's what they're doing. So yeah, that's about it as far as the spawning platforms go. I just wanted to make sure and put in a little more details, that way you guys get a better idea of how the game works. Other than that, let's finish building this thing. Cool. Well, now that we got all our platforms in place, I think we can go through and start building out the rest of this farm. Get it sealed off and get the chute put in place, and then both witch farms will be totally updated. That'll be crazy. That'll be cool. From the looks of things, it's easiest to build it from the ground floor up, so we will start here on the bottom floor and then work our way to the top. Once we get the platforms and the redstone in place, we can come back through with string and get everything wired in. I want chutes for the farms facing each other, so that means the ledges where the water goes will be on this back side, and then they'll get swept off this direction, and then they'll fall down that way. Well, that was fun. I'm glad that we finally got the witch farms all updated. Now I just need to go through and get rid of all that pesky lava around there so that I can get all the pesky floating blocks so that I can start blasting away this deep slate too. So I want to take this area all the way back down to bedrock. That way I can maximize the spawning area for the witches, and I can still kind of keep this little platform that I'm on right here, even though I'll have to rebuild it after I blast everything, because this is all going to get blasted. It's going to get blasted, and then I'm just going to have to rebuild everything again, which is okay. I'm going to make sure and get all the resources out of here behind me and all these chests. I'll get a bunch of shulker boxes over here so I can store everything temporarily and take it off site, maybe up to our little ledge there behind my head, up where I've got my chest city. You know, bunch of different chests and stuff. Everything's all pre-organized though. Cobblestone, granite, diorite, andesite, you know, all the good stuff. All that good stuff. So I guess for now, we're done in this place. I know clearing out the rest of this stuff is going to be crazy. I'm going to try to get some good time-lapse videos, but I can't really promise much as far as that goes because those files are going to be huge, and I don't have the best gaming computer in the world. It's coming up on 4 or 5 years old, so I don't know. It's going to start giving me problems here someday soon, I fear. I hope not. I'm pretty much be the end of my YouTube career. Oh well. Who knows? We'll see. Let's fly over back to our base. And I guess we gotta, well, yeah, from here we're going to fly back to the base, and then we're going to start trying to decorate the wool collection area where the woolly worms are. And that's probably where we'll end the episode right there. So, like I said, I'm glad we got the witch farms all figured out. Hopefully when I was flying around up in the air there, I got some good shots of some actual witches spawning in both farms. Hopefully. Cross my fingers. Cross my Minecraft fingers. Cool. Well, let's fly out of here. We're put on our armors. We won't die or nothing, right? We don't want to die. Jump, 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 jump. Run, 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 run. Run, 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 jump, 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 and jump, 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 run, run. Run, 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 jump, 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 run, 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 jump, 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 run, run. Like my song? You guys like my song, right? Yeah, I like it. Great woolly worm. The great woolly worm has fanned up a little bit. Got some nice little markings on there, little woolly worms. You're looking more and more caterpillar-like every day. Crazy. The great woolly worm, I still have no idea where your friend has gone. I see you hatched some sniffers. Or maybe that was me. I don't know. Probably me. Still have no idea where the other great woolly worm is. Wonder what's going on. You know, fat and stuff. Can you help us? Well, let's come down here and we'll see if we can figure out a good way to decorate our collection area here for all the wool. Definitely need to get some shulker boxes over here so that we can make sure and keep collecting some of this wool, because like the black wool is already starting to get backed up. Probably won't get that much more black wool because I know all the shears are getting ready to run out too. So I don't think we'll get enough to actually destroy anything. But we definitely need to get some more shulker boxes over here so we don't have to go take care of the item filters any longer. Their shears have run out. These guys are down to 4 durability. They've got a few more uses out of them. And that means that all the shears in this tower are getting ready to run out. Which is nice, because that means we don't have to worry about backing up any systems at the moment. Finally, that took a lot longer than it should have taken to get this area a little decorated, get some decorative stuff going on here. I want to go back through and along the little fountains on either side. I want to get some of the pottery pots and put them in here. Maybe over there on the red, maybe some more over here on the blue. So I think that'll kind of give it a little more detail. Definitely should put some more things on the wall, I think. Maybe some vines. I don't know if I want to put vines in here. Maybe I do. If I do, I definitely need to get some string to make sure that it doesn't go spreading all over the place. But I think this has turned out into a nice, neat little project. So I am pretty happy with it. I like the rainbow floor and the rainbow ceiling, just to kind of give it a fun little theme there. We've got a pathway started here behind me. So I think it's really starting to come together. Now we just got to figure out what happened to that other woolly worm, because I still haven't seen any evidence of him anywhere. So we'll keep an eye out, and if I see anything, I will let everybody know. So we come over here along the backside, we can actually get a little more detail into the worm, the great woolly worm. I might actually go through and put one more segment out on each one just to give it a little bit more, but I don't know, that could be enough. What do you guys think? You think our great woolly worm looks a lot more caterpillar-like this time? What is going on over here? This is not how I left this. This is not... It looks like something is breaking up through the surface. What is going on? This is very weird. I'm gonna have to keep an eye on this place. I don't remember this destruction happening. And I've been through that portal a few times, so I'm not really sure what's going on. Weird. Weird. So weird.